cute little Christmas trees all at one time. It's called ganging up. We're ganging 4 pictures on one painting, hopefully done really, really fast. We're going to gang up our Christmas cards. We're going to get 4 card fronts done at one time. I'm really excited. I think we're going to do little Christmas trees this time. And I do have a gold metallic pen and a silver metallic pen. These are by Signo Uniball, or Uniball Signo. They are the UM153 broad, metallic gold, and metallic silver. And they are beautiful. And they flow really nicely. They go over watercolor really, really well. I'm using the Arteza little palette. I've been having a lot of fun. I'm getting some really pretty, bright, crisp colors. So we'll see how we do with trees. I have a cup of coffee. I'm going to move it to the side now. Put my water in here. And get my palette set. Boom. All right, so we're all set up here. I do have 2 jars of water so I can wash and rinse, or wash and get clean water. Whatever. You know what I mean, right? There we are. So I'm going to do 4 little Christmas trees. And I think what I want to do is put them in pots. So I'm going to make a circle pot. I'm going to make a trapezoid pot, which is 2 parallel lines. Let's see. Actually, no, not a trapezoid. I'm going to make a, trapezoid. 2 parallel lines and 2 lines that will eventually converge if you were to draw them all the way. Maybe a square, which would be more like a cylinder, and just sort of a U shape. These are small Christmas trees. They're not going to be very big. I am going to give myself a center line on my little trees, and that's just so that I can be sort of symmetrical. Right now it looks like funky ornaments hanging. Could do that too. Actually, check out my ornament video up here. This is part of my 12 days of holiday designs. You're getting 4 designs in one video though. So there's going to be a lot more designs than just 12 by the time we're done. I am going to use my eraser and lighten this up just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and use my waterproof pen. I'm really enjoying the Eco Pen. It's got a cardboard tube. It's got a plastic insert that gets used up that holds the ink. So I've got my little circle. I'm flattening it off at the top. I've got my little sort of trapezoid shape. I've got my little cube. And I have my little U shape. Now see, I'm not being really super particular. I don't mind if my pen work is a little bit messy. Maybe I'll go ahead and just say, let's give it some curved little lines and some straight little lines, and give this one some pen detailing. We can do that over here. Maybe I want to put a little extra outline on that. Maybe like it's a box frame. Ooh, yeah, it's a planter box. Maybe I'll even make it have mitered corners so it's a picture box. And then the tree will come out of that. And maybe I'll give it a little bit of shadow there, a little bit of some shadow on the side here, and then some shadow underneath. I'm going to keep my light the same on all of them pretty much, more heavily going to the right. You can do this. very simple designs. See, little lines. It's just called hatching or cross hatching because I took my lines across each other. Just putting the lines on by themselves is a hatching line. And hatching lines can go either direction or they can go diagonally. I'm going to go ahead and now that's really weird. I've put more shadow on this side of the pot. I need to darken this up, don't I? I've got funny shadow. There we go. But we can darken it up more with the paint. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Not going to worry too much. Just want to get a little bit in here so that you've got your little bit of doodle. Look at that. We've got some doodling in here. All right. So right now we've got some lines to have for pots. But now you can see where I'm going down here. So I am going to put my first little tree on, and I think this little tree, that center line that's right there, this one's going to have branches that are going kind of up. I'm just giving myself a bit of a map. See if you can see that. There we go. So this one, I'm going to have my branches going up and my tree trunk going down into the pot. So let's get that one on. I want to work on these kind of as we go. So, all right, so we're going to grab some clean water. We're going to grab some yellow. Put that right here on the palette. I'm going to get some of this lovely dark blue. And whoosh, we made a pretty green. Might need a little bit more yellow, but I think I'm going to go ahead and show you how you just put it down, short little choppy strokes. Let the tip of your brush be the tip of the branches. Look at that. We don't have to do anything else to that little tree. We're going to let it dry. While it's drying, I think it's going to get a bit of a magenta pot. So I'm going to put some magenta on here. All the way around. And then oh, that looks like a Christmas ball. I'm not going to mess with that any more than just, I want to drop a little bit more of the pigment right here. There we go. I think I'm going to live dangerously and maybe put a few of these little magenta balls. I say live dangerously because my tree is still wet. But I'm just putting my little magenta balls or lights. Oh, okay, one card, done. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see. This tree, I think we are going to do, maybe this one will be the tall, skinny tree with the individual branches. Very, almost like an old-time feather tree. I think that's what I want. So, old-time feather tree. And after the branches are dry, we can go in and put some more detail. I like that. So this one, I'm going to take my skinny little brush. And I think it's going to be, so I'm going to grab some of this sort of phthalo green, add that to it, make it a little bit darker, wipe the paint off my, water off my brush, and I'm going to just sort of feather those in. Look at that. I'm just touching with the very little tip and pulling back towards the trunk. Starting at the tip, and I'm working my way back. Just working my way back towards the trunk. Out at the tip. Notice I haven't gone and got any more paint. This is a Mimic watercolor brush. It came in the Try It pack, which was like a value pack. It's by Creative Mark, and it's available in my Amazon store or on Jerry's. Not sponsored. Now I did just pick up some more paint because I knew I was going to do some bigger branches. Work my way into the trunk, go out to the tip, just let the brush do the work. I'm not actually painting those little branches, individual little pine needles. I'm letting the paintbrush do it. Pick up a little more since I'm going to do another really big one. And just like those little feather trees, there's a lot of space between the branches, and the reason why is because that way you can put lots of ornaments on the branches. These are really great for displaying a lot of ornaments. I'm not going to do detailed ornaments on this one. Let me know in the comments if you want one single tree with a lot of detailed ornaments. This one, I think, is just going to get the blue Christmas balls. It's going to be a very cool tree. Just getting some of this sort of dark blue that they have here. And what I want to do is wipe the paint off the ferrule. I'm going to make little circles, and I want to leave a little spot of white. Just like that. It's kind of like little highlights. And they're not perfect circles. You can make your ornaments get bigger as you come down the tree. Or if some of your ornaments are bigger when they're up higher, that's okay. And if you don't want to leave the white spot, you can always grab a white gel pen or a little bit of white gouache or a little bit of white acrylic paint to put in your highlight. Oh, this is fun. And now you can see how quickly you can put these in. I might even put a little bit of a silver garland, like a little silver string crisscrossing, after the paint is dry. And just get this in really fast. See, you can do this for friends, for family. If you want to make sets of cards, I mean, you might even have enough time right at the moment to make some little sets of cards and give them as gifts to your friends or family. So I'm just thinking of these actual designs as we're going. This is doodling with paint and a little bit of pen. Just picking up a little bit more paint. Almost done with these ones. These pretty little balls. That's really nice. I think we are going to go and put this blue down here on the pot. I'm going to go dark there and coming across. And we're going to be dark here. And then I'm going to use my wet brush, and I'm going to pick up some of that dark and move it over. So we have a variation of tone. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Now, the other thing is I may use my silver to put the trunk in also. That's dry, or going to dry. Now I want, this one is going to be, because it's in that square looking picture frame box, I think it's going to be very geometric. I think this one is going to be an absolute like triangle, but I'm going to do a purple triangle because, you know, we are doing something a little unconventional. This one's unconventional. I like to see that. So I'm using the blue and the magenta. You notice we haven't done anything except the blue, the yellow, and the magenta. That's all we're using in this project, I think. So I'm making a really pretty purple. Whoops, go to that one. There we are. And this is going to be very structural, very just basically a triangle. Very geometric. I want that outside line to be very, very geometric, and then I'm going to maybe give it a little bit of texture inside. Let's get that just all colored in first. Let's see. How do we want to decorate this one? Maybe we will take a little bit of that blue and just make that purple a little more blue. And we're going to go and just use a darker purple on the inside of that triangle. And then we'll take silver and we'll use the silver on this, or gold. Gold would be really pretty. And now I think we are going to go ahead and make a little brown pot, or the frame into a brown frame. But I want, let's see here. I'm going to wet the inside of this first and put a little bit of that blue, maybe make it like a little space scene or something, or a little holiday scene inside the picture frame. How's that sound? I like that. That's really pretty. Wow. Okay, I do want a little bit darker on my little details. There we go. Sometimes when you pick up your color, you just don't know how dark you want to go. And I want darker. I want there to be more contrast. See? So basically it's like little seeds or rice shape. And I like that sort of aurora shape going on in here. Maybe we'll even put a little bit of this pink going through it. Oh, pretty. Sort of like a little fluid art painting. Now I am picking up some of this sort of burnt sienna color, and I'm going to put a trunk on that tree. I'm going to put a little tiny bit of a trunk. On this tree right here. Just a touch. And, you know, I think I am going to go ahead and put a little skinny line for the tree trunk right in here. Just because. There we go. You know, sometimes you want to pop things up just a little bit. Make them a little bit more. Yeah, see, just that tiny bit. And then I'm just going to use a little bit of that brown in the picture frame, but I'm not going to color it in completely, and I don't really want to come in contact with the colors that are down here in the picture inside the frame. That's good. We are on our last tree. It's going to be a topiary type tree, I think. It's going to be a Christmas tree that it's like a ball, and a ball, like a snowman. It's going to be like a snowman. That's what it is. So first, I am actually mixing that purple and green together and getting sort of a dark bluey green. And I am going to just freehand it. Sort of like a Dr. Seuss tree. See, look at that. We're just going to make a puff ball right there. We're going to pick up some more paint. We're going to make leave a little bit of space. We're going to make another puff ball right here. And we can go back in and move some color around. We can add more color if we want. Oh, that's pretty. It's not the color that I needed, but it's pretty. So I will grab a little bit more of that phthalo because the original, the biggest one needs to be down here. And again, I'm leaving some space. There we go. Just get that all poofled in. I want a bit more of that blue, and then I'm going to take just the tiniest little touch of magenta in it. That's where my darkest color comes in. And this one's going to be decorated just with the gold balls, I think. So I'm just going to draw little gold balls. And I think the pot might even get painted in gold. Ooh, or drawn in gold. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of this sienna with maybe a touch of umber or sepia for this. Whoops. I was playing dangerously, but you know what? That's kind of cool. So we're going to let that go because I need you to see. Sometimes things go a little bit weird, and I think since I'm going to make it gold, I think I'm going to use sort of yellow and this yellow ochre. So that way I can put my gold on here. Yeah, my shadows don't make any sense. That's okay. You know, I kind of like that. I think I'm going to put a little bit of that over here on that picture frame. Just a touch. There we go. All right. I'm going to dry this and we're going to decorate it with our metallic pen. All right. So now we're going to go ahead. I'm taking the gold pen and we're going to... Ooh, that gold is almost the same color as what I put down. Yay. And look at this. We can go in, shine this puppy up. We can give it little balls, little balls of light, metallic gold, little tiny ones. Keeping them inside the green to start off with. I'm putting them on randomly around, kind of like, I guess if you had some of that lighting net and you wanted to wrap it around your little bushes. Maybe this is your little planter that you have. Oh, that is so pretty. This is your little planter that you have on the front porch all the time, or your front step. And you just decorate it up by throwing some of those little net lights over each of the balls. That is, oh, so cool. All right, I think I'm going to move over. We're going to put silver on the purple one here. And I think I'm going to make a silver star. Type of shape. Little silver star. Oh, you can't even see it, can you? There we go. I'll just go like that. I want to make that a little bit bigger. Kind of star-like, isn't it? And then we're going to put... I'm going to put like a little garland that's wrapping around the tree. Pretty. And then I think I'm going to put a ball. I want to give it a little bit more shape. So I'm just putting little balls of silver running along it. Maybe this is the light string. Maybe it's silvery white lights. There we go. Now you can see that better. Yeah, silver works really well as a substitute for gray or white. Maybe I want to make those even bigger. There we go. Thank goodness it was already dry over on the gold side because I've been putting my hand through it. There we are. All right, that tree. Maybe we'll put just a little bit of that silver on the... Actually, this one, I'm going to use my black pen. And I'm just going to make like little hangers. Just because I want little hangers on mine. And I'm using the black pen to do it. I like this one just as it is. I think we have made 4 cards already. I'm going to cut them apart and then I will show them to you all put together as cards. Those 4 little designs in less than half an hour. Okay guys, make sure that you check out the playlist up in the iCard for all of the designs that I've been coming up with. These 4 designs count as one day. Awesome. Let's get this world filled with holiday cheer and positivity and joy. Thank you so much. Remember, go out and do something creative. Take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. And I want to see you back here again really soon. Bye-bye.